Jason Briggs, and I just want to start this off with a quick question. How many of you have seen a desktop like this? Raise your hand. So this is a huge problem. The average employee wastes 4 hours a week searching for and recreating lost files. Why is this? Essentially, it's 2015, and we're using filing cabinet technology to organize the files on our computers. Remember, to access any file, I need to remember exactly where I saved it, and this just doesn't scale for hundreds, let alone thousands of files. So that's one huge issue. The other big problem is that your files are scattered across dozens of cloud platforms and devices, and they're all great in their own right. You know, Google Docs is awesome for some things, Dropbox is great for others, but the access point is difficult. So with Meta, you'll never have to wonder where you saved the file or even what you named it. We allow you to access any file in seconds, regardless of where it is. So we do that with two core technologies, the first being smart tagging, and the second being unified search. So I don't know if you're familiar with tagging, but essentially we don't know much about this file, but if you give it some tags, you have a much better overview of what that document's about and better ways to access it. So a file can only be in one folder, but it can have multiple tags, and I can access it via any of those tags in any order. So tagging is great, but the average American has over 2,000 files, and tagging every single one of them manually is just a pain. It's just not feasible. So we've developed smart tagging technology that examines a document, determines its meaning, and then applies tags automatically to it based on the content. So we'll take an example. This is a military history paper I wrote in college, and so these sentences and concepts are related to strategy, so Meta will apply the strategy tag. These sentences and concepts are related to war, so Meta will apply the war tag, and on until you have a much better overview of what this document is. This is a small sample set, but we do that. Meta will generate dozens, if not hundreds, of tags for each file, giving you a lot more access points to everyone. The other core technology is unified search. So we provide one interface to search any of your files. We link with your Dropbox, Google Drive, all of your devices. We have local clients. And essentially, you have one place to search for anything and open it from that interface. So we'll give you a quick demo here. There we go. So I'll just open the local client application that's in the taskbar and open up Meta, and then we start searching. So the minute I'm searching, you can see at the top I have a search bar, pretty standard. Right underneath I have all the file results on all the different platforms. So some of those files are on Google Drive, some of them are on Dropbox. Underneath each one is the tags that have been automatically generated for it to give you kind of a better idea of what you're looking at. And as we type the query, so why is this so much better? Because you have automatically generated tags that give you many more access points to each document. So now we open that file just by clicking on the open, and it opens in Dropbox. Close that up. We'll search for another file, and you'll notice on the left-hand side we have dynamically updating tags that sort of guide and narrow down your search, allowing you to click on those. So this is another file opened in Google Drive. You can edit it, work on it, and then close it. So that's all the cloud services, but now we'll open the local file. So this is opening in Keynote right on my Mac. I can edit it and do whatever I need to do, save it, and that'll be logged by Meta. And we're pretty much good to go. So the goal is to get you from thinking of a file to accessing it in seconds wherever it is. So you don't have to finish digging around in folders, searching on multiple platforms. One place to go to create files.
Two quick questions. Why the smart tagging instead of something like TF-IDF just do the full text?
Well, because those smart tags, it's not just like top frequency words or anything like that. We're actually extracting concepts, subjects, topics from these documents and giving you more additional handles on them.
So it has the full text as well?
Yeah, full text on the bottom level, right? And you can search by file name and other metadata, but essentially we're giving you additional access points. So like the words, strategy and war may not have been mentioned in that document, but we extract those and allow you to search by them.
And the second question is, where does the index reside and is it encrypted?
Yes, it is encrypted. It resides on our cloud, and our backend. Our backend's all written out in Go, and security is right above speed. Those are the two biggest concerns. You notice the really fast response time. That's what we're focusing on that a lot. We want it to feel as if it's part of the operating system. So it's not another service you have to go log into. It's just right there when you need it.
You connect multiple Box accounts and Google Drive accounts?
Yep.
How does it handle situations where you have multiple file types, like a video, a SketchUp document, a regular document, and
So right now we're focused on textual documents. So that's where, because we have the most content to work with and apply our algorithms, that's where we generate the most tags on those. The next step is photos and video. Right now we can apply, there is some metadata we can work with, but we want to start looking at like bitmap representations and things like that to generate more intelligent tags. But right now we're focused on documents and so like Microsoft Office, iWork, text documents, PDFs.
Yeah, so, I like the presentation. Cool stuff. Is it memory hog?
On your local machine?
Yeah.
No, the clients are extremely light because the indices and all the processing is happening in the cloud. So it's an extremely minimal client. I mean, the most we've gotten it up to is probably 1% CPU. Just the client running the background.
Is smart tagging proprietary?
Yes, it is. So so there's a couple of things going on. Some of it we're combining a bunch of open source projects as well as developing our own algorithms in the back end. So combining a whole bunch of approaches from academia and some of the kind of things that we've created. And the coolest part of that, what we're focused on most right now, is learning from. So you will start to generate your own tags, right? Because the system will never be perfect. But as you generate your own tags, we use that information and apply that in the future to new documents, so that you kind of leverage the power of your own work.
Hi. Actually, I think this is a very cool idea. So,
Thanks.
I have two questions actually. First one is about your smart tagging. Does it have an ability to learn the way it does the smart tagging and learn in future? Do you have plans to improvise on algorithms, or does it have the ability to dynamically learn the way it does the tagging on the files?
Yes, it does. So like I was saying just here, the minute you delete a tag or add your own on top of our suggested ones, we learn from that and add that to also retroactive files, but also all new incoming files. If they are similar, we will apply similar tags.
My second question is about, because you talk about accessing files across different sources.
Yep.
Do you have the ability to get across VPNs, across gateways, across firewalls and stuff like that?
So we actually started in enterprise, and we ran into a lot of trouble with those kind of issues. This network drive is completely different from this network drive, even though they seem the same on the surface. We're focusing right now on more smaller companies and consumers that use a lot of these cloud services versus crazy shared drives that are stored in Atlanta. Who even knows? But that's our next step. Beyond that is to link into those sources as well. But right now we're focused on making it work with what we've got right here.
do you guys configure it with emails too, like a Gmail, Yahoo?
Not yet. Again, we're focused on text documents, textual documents right now, but that's in the works. So what we do right now is we pull in, so we're working on pulling in Gmail attachments and other attachments via IMAP into this same search. So because those are files, we can do that. We don't want to focus on email yet because that's kind of expanding what we're working on. Sorry?
What is the cost for every month?
Cost, it's free for now, and it's going to be free in the future. We're building on a couple of pretty cool pro tier features. I'll talk about one really briefly. If you can imagine, so duplicate detection across all your different services would be extremely helpful in merging that information. That's kind of one of the things we're working on. That would be a pro tier feature, but the base level you get for free.
All right, thank you.